I'm sure I'm not the only one who can relate with having a childhood pet that seemingly you knew all of your life and then one day things kind of came to an end. That's kind of what my commission is about today. I kind of relate with this in a lot of different ways because I too had that pet. Her name was Duchess. Whether she was a border collie or honestly, I couldn't tell you what she was. Grew up knowing she maybe was a border collie. She had like a white foot, and we had a border collie later on that was mostly almost purebred, and they did not look at all similar. So, still questioning. But Duchess was an awesome pet. I loved her. And for me, it was hard when we had to let her go. I remember telling my parents I didn't even want to go inside of the vet to watch her get put down, but I went anyways because I knew that was probably going to be my last opportunity to see her and actually spend time with her. And I'm glad I did because that was truly my last opportunity to see her kind of perk up as they brought out the treats and things like that. It was almost like, should we put her down? Was it treats that she wanted this whole time? That's horrible. I can't stay serious. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I love that dog. And I do remember the next day, she did have cancer, so we did have to put her down. But I do remember that next day, going in my backyard, looking around, and just the silence was loud, could I say? And no, that just didn't make a lot of noise to begin with. She didn't bark. She didn't really make a whole lot of sound. In fact, most of my life, I remember her being old. Without her, it was strange. And I know that that's kind of the feeling this family feels. It was actually, this commission is coming from the husband, and he's doing this as a birthday gift for his wife. They had an English bulldog, and she was so, so cute. I'm not going to show you guys any of the reference pictures as it does have his family in there, and I want to kind of keep them anonymous in this story, but it's been a fun project to work on. In fact, actually, it's going to be weird finishing this up because it's almost been sentimental for its own reasons, as it was my very first commission. I had always told myself I'm never going to do a commission, but when I heard this story and I got this commission, it opened my mind and it helped me to realize that, maybe I would like to do more commissions. I've enjoyed this process a lot, and it's reminded me a lot of some of my pets who have passed away. I know this is not the perfect replacement, but it is definitely a great monument to their beloved adopted member of the family, if that's the best way to put it. Without further ado, I'm going to show you guys some of the video clips leading up to all of this, the start, everything in between, and then I will show myself today finishing it, and then hopefully tomorrow delivering it. And I'm excited to do that. I think it's going to be a really cool experience. So glad you guys can join me. Let's do this. Here it is. I was able to run this sketch in about 5 minutes. Not the best. I really need to figure some things out. In the original picture, there is clothes on the dog, but I'm not really sure if that's what we want. If that will be the exact idea that they want of this portrait of their dog. I don't know. I want to make it the best that I can for them. But I am keeping aspects that I do like the face and the pose that their dog is making, all these different things. But it's a meaningful piece, so I want to make it right. But a 5-minute sketch can be done. And I'll start painting probably next time. I'm running out of time, so we'll see. Oh my gosh. A lot of time to film after, and also just in that process of that last bit of the painting, but it is done. Let me get some better light. It's done and ready to ship off tomorrow morning. Just letting it dry up and everything like that. I did it all in oil. Well, I did part of it in acrylics, last half in oils. Didn't film a lot of the oils process. I just kind of stuck my head down and got to work. But needless to say, I think it turned out really well, and hopefully everything goes well. I got instruction to leave it on the doorstep, so we might leave it on the doorstep. But he also said I could knock on the door and present it if I wanted. So maybe that's what I'll do just for the content, but we'll see. We'll see on further update as far as everything goes. We aren't too sure on her availability, but if I gotta leave it, I'll leave it, and either way I'll be happy. So yeah. The day has come. It is time to turn in the commission. And by time, when I say time, all right, let me just clear this up. When I say time, I mean like in 10 minutes I have to actually drop this off, and I'm actually really running behind, and I probably shouldn't even be filming this video, but for the sake of the content I need to have you guys updated. But rest be assured, guys, rest be assured, I will be there on time. I'm a speed racer, and they honestly aren't even that far. There is a predicament. I got to run all the way back to my parents' house to the art studio to pick up the painting, drive it all the way over back to their house, and that's where there are some complications. Regardless, I'm gonna take you guys with me, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's kind of weird, actually. All of it feels kind of weird because I know this is the last opportunity, the last time I will ever see this painting, my first commission down, and honestly, this is a huge leap in my progression with my business and with my own personal brand. So it is sentimental. I'm really excited, but honestly, I couldn't give any credit to myself. I couldn't give any credit to anybody except for, well, obviously my mom, who's helped me out to get me in this position, but also God, who I've spent a lot of time praying to just build my business and to find a way out of this financial rut that I'm in. And finally, I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. If I'm going to be honest, it's been a stressful few weeks, so this is a huge deal to me. And it's particularly special because when we had originally got the commission, Natalie and I, my wife, we were kind of worried about how we're going to even have enough money. For anybody who is familiar with how taxes work, Natalie and I are both self-employed. Because we're self-employed, we are taxed all at once. And this has been a really expensive year. So a lot of the money that should have gone to taxes, we have unfortunately had to spend for other big things like our wedding, for example, which is extremely expensive. We had kind of figured out all the math, and we had noticed that we would be negative this amount by the end of each month if we needed to save for taxes. And we're like, well, how are we even going to make this work? And we prayed and we really sought God out heavily. And sure enough, we get a commission to paint this painting. And it couldn't have come at a better time. It was just $100 over the amount that we needed to make. And that's super special to me. But without further ado, I got to get this delivered. So let's go. Hey, happy birthday.
Did you do this?
Uh-huh, yeah. Just as a little heads up, it's still drying here, but.
I'm sorry, that is amazing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I love this.
Yeah, happy birthday.
So great, thank you so much.
I've got a bulldog myself, so I'm like.
That's so talented. You're so talented.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Have a good one. So much. I'm so grateful. I don't think she realizes how impactful that was for me. And I know it was her birthday and stuff, but that was honestly maybe a greater present to me, just seeing her reaction, just how genuine she is. That was awesome. What an awesome lady. And just, you know, guys, here's the biggest takeaway. Here's what I've learned, and I'll give you a little update on what I've earned. For anyone, you know, who is trying to become an artist, who's trying to figure it all out, seeing how much money you can make. And I think you can make a lot more money. I'm clearly at the beginning of my business, so things have a lot of ways to go. But from this piece today, I earned $300. Not a whole lot. I'm actually giving a discounted price because this is a pretty influential family, actually in my church, just a family I care about. I just got to meet them, and they've already impacted my life in so many ways. But so grateful for the opportunity, so cool. One of the biggest things I've learned is that when you ask God for help in your life, and you ask Him for a miracle in your life, and you act upon those prayers, and you do everything you can, He provides a way every single time. It hasn't failed on me yet. This is a system that has played through and through, has never failed, and I couldn't be more grateful. Anyways, my name is Gabe the Painter, or Gabriel Bowman, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you later.